Okay, hello. This is my last final presentation for the online course Communications 2300. I've done a paper on the Placentia lift bridge. I'm actually from the Placentia area, so it's hits home for sure. I actually had a PowerPoint presentation ready to go there, but the classroom I rented was supposed to have a projector, and it's just not here. So I guess the best I can do is send you the PowerPoint when I drop the letter in your box here. Okay, so whenever anyone in Placentia area refers to the gut, immediately residents know that referring to that body of water that separates Placentia townside from Jersey side Placentia. This affects residents in nearby communities who must go to Placentia townside for shopping, healthcare, fire, and health services. This gut is about 13 meters wide with a tide that attains a speed of 4 knots, which can be pretty heavy at sometimes. A variety of methods have been used to make it possible for residents to cross the gut. It is thought that the French may have used a small paddle boat with 6 paddlers and 6 passengers to make the trip. During the winter months, the ice made it possible for people to walk across the gut. Ferry services were eventually created and served people well. A new branch railway on Jersey side made it even more important that a reliable crossing be available, especially since business people in Placentia were now getting most places by railway. Later, the ferry upgraded to a very large motorboat, which was used regularly. While researching this topic, I came across a funny story. Back in the early 1930s, when automobiles just started getting a little bit popular, there was no way to get your car across from Jersey side to Placentia. So one person actually got 2 medium-sized motorboats and tied them together, and he put a big panel of board on top of the 2 motorboats, and he actually got his car up onto the board and sailed his car went across to Placentia and went shopping for the day, him and his wife, and they came back the same way. The Americans who built a base nearby in Argentia tried to alleviate the problem by building a pontoon bridge. A pontoon bridge is like a bridge it's a makeshift bridge that floats in the water, and it kind of sways with the current of the water. The bridge floated in the water but didn't last long due to the current and the tides. After the pontoon bridge failed, the need for a safe, reliable means of crossing the gut was becoming even more necessary than before. As time passed, more and more people came to own cars, thus emphasizing the need for a safe means of getting people and cars across the gut. In 1954, the Sir Ambrose Shea Bridge was built. This bridge could only let 1 car at a time across, which quickly became an inconvenience. After other safety issues arose, the government decided that they would actually build a new bridge. They would leave it the same name, the Sir Ambrose Shea Lift Bridge, but it would actually be more safe, more reliable, and cars could go across it more than one at a time. This bridge was initially built as a toll bridge, meaning that every time you pass from Placentia to Jersey side, which is a lot in a run of a day, you would have to pay a toll every time. At the opening of the bridge, the premier at the time, Joseph Smallwood, announced that there would be no toll paid as people crossed the bridge while going about their daily business. This was a huge surprise to the community, who were definitely worried about paying a lot of money going back and forth every time. Now the Sir Ambrose Shea Lift Bridge, after some 50 years of service, is in trouble. The government, some years back, decided that a new lift bridge for Placentia would be built. However, the only bid that came in to build the bridge was nearly $20 million over the budget cost. Since then, the government has commissioned report after report on possible options for this bridge, what those costs would be, what repairs are needed immediately. Since so many of these reports have been done, people ask, why keep doing the report if the only thing that changes is the price? The price keeps going up and up and up. It was suggested that the government open its bidding to national and international markets. Voters in the area are becoming more and more disgruntled. People using this vital link to so many services are complaining, and rightly so, about all the inconvenience that they experience on a daily basis. School buses carrying our students must cross this bridge at least twice a day and have been limited to just 1 at a time, just like the old days. Since this is a lift bridge, most people are worried that when the lift bridge rises to let a boat go under, that the central part of the bridge will not come back down. Luckily, there is an alternative route to Placentia. It's around the back way through a town called Southeast. This route is not much safer due to it being a dirt road, and it's badly in need of some repairs. Also, the worst part about this alternative route is it adds an extra 25 minutes onto the trip that's just not necessary. In late November, a proposal was passed to begin repairs on the lift bridge. Those repairs usually would please the residents of the surrounding communities, but that was not the case. It was decided that the bridge will be closed nightly from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. the next morning. This caused mass turmoil among Placentia residents because, you had to be home and pretty much tucked away before 10 o'clock, because you're not going to be able to get through the bridge, and no one really wants to drive on a dirt road that's not safe in the dark, And this caused mass turmoil. Some residents had to cross the bridge earlier than 6 a.m. to go to work. Everyone had their stories and reasons why this proposal just will not work. There was an emergency meeting in the town council office of Placentia approaching. Citizens plan to let their negative feelings be known about this situation. Some people feel trapped due to the closure, and others are missing out on other vital opportunities. Not to mention the waste of gas and the unsafe driving conditions of the dirt road. It has already been stated that the bridge construction will be on halt during Christmas holidays, just to save the trouble for a couple weeks. No matter how you approach this situation, you will never be able to please everyone. Obviously, we need a new lift bridge as soon as possible, but due to budget problems, that will not happen unless a bidder comes in underneath the costs of the government has projected. So if a new bridge is not a viable option, then repairs have to take place, obviously. But when will these repairs happen as to not interfere with the daily lives of the Placentia residents? This is a delicate situation which has to be taken care of immediately. As a citizen of the Placentia area myself, I am very frustrated with the current project. In a normal day, you cross the bridge at least twice a day, if not more. At first, when repairs were being done, they were taking place during the day, and they would only let so many cars through every 10 to 15 minutes. So you could get to the Placentia Bridge and actually be waiting in line for anywhere from a half hour to 40 minutes, which is ridiculous just to get from point A to point B. Since the change in repair time, it's like a ghost town after 10 p.m. hits. All the communities stay on their own side, usually till the morning. And just recently, actually, a high school dance that one of my family members attended had to actually finish before 10 o'clock. So it was from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. And usually they go a little bit later than that, but just because of the bridge conditions, everyone had to adjust. The Placentia residents are optimistic that the new lift bridge will be built by the end of this year. The Sir Ambrose Shea Lift Bridge is a defining image in Placentia's history, and you will see it all over pictures, paintings, logos, different things like that concerning Placentia. And another interesting fact about the bridge is that it's only one of 7 lift bridges still left in Canada, and that's one of the reasons why it definitely should be preserved. That is my project on the Placentia Lift Bridge. I hope you enjoyed it. Do you have any questions? I would have liked to show you the PowerPoint. I can definitely send it to you. I know it's you're supposed to do it in your presentation, but like I said, there's no teacher here, and I booked a classroom and made it known that I really need the projector, and it's not here, so I apologize for that. Thank you.